In this exercise, we will model this part here. So this is an assembly made up of a flange component with a neck corresponding on the other side as well. And also, if I highlight one of them, we'll sit inside there right in the center. We have a gasket, and then external mating these together. We have a series of fasteners which are brought in from the Fusion content library. So this is an interesting assembly to make. If you want to have a go at this yourself, I have a drawing here of the flange and neck. So feel free to take those dimensions. And then I have another drawing here, which is of the gasket. So we've got the OD, PCD, size of the holes, and then the internal hole as well. So let's begin to model this assembly here. Let's start off with the flange and its neck. Let's go on a new design. And let's hit C on the keyboard, create sketch. And we're going to sketch this on. Let's go for the XZ plane. Start the origin with the circle tool. Draw that out. And let's go for the OD, which in this case is 175 mil. And let's go for these three holes as well. So C on the keyboard, put in the other circle here, which is 64 mil. And then we can hit E on the keyboard and select our profile. We want to extrude that. So that's got a width of 18 mil. So okay. Now let's get these holes in position around the flange. Let's hit C on the keyboard, select this face here. Let's put in a series of points again. I've got one point in there. Let's press C on the keyboard and put in the PCD. So put circle down to make that a construction line. And that has a dimension of 140. One is the coincident constraint between this point and the PCD, and then the vertical constraint between this point here and the origin. Come under create, do a circular pattern, select the center point of one hole, and the center of our circular pattern will be the origin here. Total number of holes, we've got 3, 6, 8. Okay, there we go, finish the sketch. Let's use the hole tool, press H on the keyboard, and let's select the multiple holes. And then going to drag select these three here, these two, go for these two as well, and this one here, so 8 in total. In terms of extents, let's go through all, and the hole type is simple, and there's no tap, just a simple hole. And the diameter of this hole, as per the drawing, is 50 mil. Press enter. It's looking good. And now let's get the neck in place. Let's hit C on the keyboard. We'll select this face here. Again, C, and we'll start at the origin, and we're going to bring this out by 80. Let's hit P on the keyboard, extrude, and that profile is already there for us. Fantastic. Let's draw this out. Preview is looking good. And total distance we've got there is 118 minus 18. Enter. Okay, that's looking nice. Let's get that chamfer in there as well. So let's go with modify, chamfer. Select this edge here. This is an equal chamfer, so we'll stay equal distance. And in terms of the dimension there is 10, so 10 by 10, press enter. And let's also right click in our timeline. Let's go edit feature. Let's add in 2 more chamfers, this edge here and this one. And these will both be equal as well. Let's go for 1 mil, press OK. Go on my home view. It's looking good. Okay, let's save that part. Let's call that flange neck. Flange calculating save. And now let's go ahead and create a new design, which in this case will be the gasket. Let's hit C on the keyboard. Let's do a sketch. We're going to do this again on the same default plane, XZ. C on the keyboard again, start from the origin. And we'll do the outer diameter here, which is 170. Put in the PCD, so make that a construction line type from the origin. That is 140. Then we've got these through hole there. So C once again, turn off construction, and add in one last circle here, which will be 70 mil. And in terms of the holes, we could either do these using the hole command, so using points, or we could do them in sketch. So I'm going to do these in sketch. Hit C on the keyboard, draw that out. We've got a diameter of 15 mil. Again, vertical constraint, center point to the origin. And then create circular pattern, choose a circle. Point of reference will be the center here, and a total of 8. Press OK. Finish the sketch there. Hit E on the keyboard. Let's extrude this profile here. We've got a thickness, as per the drawing, 1.5 mil. And let's go ahead and save our gasket. call it a gasket. Let's call it D2 for me. Save. And now let's go ahead and create our assembly. So let's go on a new design. Let's come into our data panel. And we have here our flange neck in our gasket. Let's go ahead and insert the flange neck first. We'll right click, insert into current design. Looking nice. We're going to leave that there, grounded to the parent. And let's input one more. So right click, insert in current design again. And this one I want to move that up there, rotate that 180 degrees. Like so. I'm just going to leave that floating there for the time being. Let's put in our gasket, right click, insert. And definitely want to move this over here. Press OK. And hit start using the joint command and making up our assembly. So I need to be a bit careful about where we select. I want to choose the center point of this circle here. So left click there once. I want that to join to the corresponding point, which is the center point here of this circle. Looking good. I want it to be a rigid constraint. Just make sure that those holes are all aligned. And that's looking good. Okay. Then last we can put in this part here. So J on the keyboard. Let's go for the same point. So this circle here. And I want the outer gasket circle center point, which is this one. That's okay. Make sure that's good. Yeah, looking good. We got our gasket sandwiched in there. Our nice 3 holes there. That'll be for the M14 fasteners. Let's go on the home view. And close down the data panel now. And now we can go on insert fastener. Okay, so let's start off. Let's get some bolts in there first. And go for flanged hex bolts. I've got a filter on here for ISO standard and metric measurements. So in this case, I'm just going to go with the default here. Left click on that once and make sure select similar is turned on. And as we move over here, we should see that they will pattern throughout the flange. Left click once. Just double check these parameters. So M14, yeah, that's good. We got 15 mil holes. Nominal length 60. Yeah, we're going to have a nut on the end of there. There should be enough thread left over. Let's stick with 60. Material is good. Finish. Okay, actually, let's change the finish. Let's go for black. Let's press OK. And that's looking nice. I'm just going to hide these joint symbols. So display settings, object visibility, turn off the joints. There we go. They're looking nice. Now let's repeat the process for some nuts on the other side. Let's go on to insert fastener. We're going to go for nuts. And I'm just going to choose a flanged hex nut. Again, I put ISO and metric, and I'm just going to use the first one here. Bring this over, okay, and roughly put this in position, and hopefully Fusion will recognize where we want that to sit, which is here, and that it will pattern over and select similar like so. Okay, preview looks good there. Let's click OK. Okay, I'm going to maybe use black as well. I'm going to right click on that, edit the fastener. Finish black. That's okay. And there we go. There we have our complete assembly. That's looking really nice. We've got our gasket sandwich in there. We've got our fasteners. And we've got our flange neck as well. Looking really nice. If you did that yourself, big well done. And I look forward to seeing you in the next exercise.